What is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's live stream. Happy holidays, happy New Year's to all of those that are watching today. I don't know what I'm freaking saying, honestly, but welcome everybody. Glad to go ahead and be here today. This live stream started a little late. Kind of went to sleep very late. Like literally, I didn't sleep at all yesterday. So I ended up, sleeping really freaking late yesterday, or yeah, practically today actually, and that's the reason why I didn't live stream. I was sleeping all freaking day, so I slept over 10 hours though, which is a good thing. So I'm ready for the action. It is kind of nighttime here for me, so we're gonna go ahead and see how things go moving forward. Happy holidays to everybody tuning in. Let's go ahead and see who's on the live stream. Let me go and head over to my phone, see if we are officially live. Looks like we are officially live. Smash that like button for me if you are tuning in. Let's go ahead and see who we get going in today. As I mentioned, it is New Year, so we'll see how it goes. But to anybody that could go ahead and join me today, welcome, and I appreciate all of you for being here today. I'm going to go ahead and start posting my links down on my chats. Let's see who joins me today. Give me 1 second. Hope all of you are having a good one. Let's see who joins. Let me go ahead and go over to my Discord. Post my link. Awesome. We have a few watchers right now. 2 watchers so far. 4 watchers. So go smash that like button for me. Welcome everybody who's tuning in right now. Go ahead and start shilling me some Solana projects today. So we are officially live. Billy, glad to see you here today, my guy. Happy New Year's, bro. We were supposed to go freaking live stream today, Billy and I, but dude, I was lagging on him. I'm telling you, I went to sleep literally today, really like pretty much the next day. I didn't sleep at all for a whole day, pretty much. So I've literally just been sleeping, trying to recover, trying to go ahead and recover with some power raids, and we're back to partying a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding, all kidding aside. But happy, how's it going? Happy New Year's, hope you're having a good one. Cam, how's it going, my guy? Happy New Year's, bro. I'm glad to go ahead and see all of you here today. Billy says gonna be lurking, but have a good stream, Brody. You have a good one, Billy. I really appreciate you for even tuning in, my guy. I wasn't expecting you, so I really do appreciate it. As I mentioned, I was supposed to have a collab with Billy, but I kind of lagged on him just because I've been sleeping all day. But go ahead and let me know what all of you think today. All of the market overall. Many people might not go ahead and stream today, but I decided let's go ahead and do a quick market update, right? Because usually when I don't go live, to me it's just like, dude, what have I done with my day, right? So I always look forward to talking to every one of you. Most importantly, talking about the markets and looking at technical analysis is what literally excites me every day. So really excited to go ahead and be here today. Billy says, you're good, bro. We're lucky enough to be able to collab literally at any point. I appreciate you, my guy. I really do appreciate you a lot, my guy. But yeah, expect more collaborations. I had a collaboration with Ganacia's network yesterday, which was like out the blue as well. And then we're going to continue to collab with Billy Blockchain as well. We have a lot of collaborations coming in this new year, so I'm really excited to go ahead and do that. This is the reason why we've been kind of switching up the content. But anyways, enough with all of that said. Smash that like button for me if you are tuning in. Let's go ahead and take a look at the fear and greed and look at where the whole market's currently heading at. So right now we are at a 65 of a greed, so we have slowly been coming down. It looks like we are getting towards the area that I've been wanting to look at for a while, so definitely keep your eyes out on that. Let's go ahead and take a look at crypto bubbles right now on the hourly. We do see a little bit of red, but it's not a surprise, right? A lot of people are probably profit taking, probably spending time with their family and friends, not really wanting to be trading these markets. So it's no surprise with what we're actually looking right now in the market. And let's go ahead and take a look at Solana, right? Because that's the title of the video, like warning Solana holders, right? We've been talking about Solana. I've been quite bearish with Solana, and a lot of people have been kind of bashing on me like, John, I was like, dude, whatever, I don't care. I'm here to make money, right? If Solana makes money, let's long Solana. If Solana is going to go ahead and start dumping down, we are looking at critical areas. Right now, we are in the zone of consolidation. It looks like we are ranging around the 101 or the 103. Looks like some sort of area support is currently being found, which is actually a good sign. So moving forward right now, as I I always mention, our goal was to not go ahead and break this pink line right here at the 104 on Solana, and we actually did break below it right around this zone right here, and we actually did get rejected multiple times. So right now we are around that area where the 104.031 on Solana is getting rejected, but there could be a possible breakout to the upside. Right now we are having a consolidation period on the 1 hourly, and looking at the 4 hourly as well, we do still see some consolidation, right? So we're going to go ahead and see where things go. Typically, two things could either go ahead and happen. We could either go ahead and consolidate here for a while before having a major breakout to an upside, or having a major breakout to a downside, right? So where are things going to be heading? I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to go ahead and see how this week, how this week goes. But ideally, based on what we've been seeing on the hourly, we would have never wanted to break down below this area of support, which now it seems like it's an area of resistance. So if we continue to go ahead and struggle at the 104 and continue to get rejected, we are more than likely going to be testing 97, and then we're going to go ahead and continue to fall down even down below. And that's actually what I've been warning everybody about for the last couple weeks, that Solana has been losing its strength, and right now we are at that area of resistance where Solana is struggling to even break above, above and stay above 104, which is not a good sign, right? So if Solana does continue to lose this area of support, there's two things. Support could either now be found right here, and this would be the new floor, or Solana will go ahead and drop, and then will go ahead and find its next floor, which in my opinion, I think it's going to be around 78 to 69. I think that's where the zone's going to be ideally for Solana, because this is some decent area of support right here. Around 68 to 77, I think this whole entire zone right here it's pretty good area of support. I don't think it would go any lower than that. There is a probability that we could go lower, but even if we do go ahead and measure from this top to this bottom, you know how we were talking about a 30 to 40% correction? Well, that's pretty much where it takes us. From the top of where Solana was at 126 to my zone of where is 69 to 75, like around the high 70s, that's about a 40% correction, right? So I think that's really good for Solana and altcoins overall. So if we were to go ahead and make a major move like this, I think this would be a massive buying signal for a lot of people that were asking, should we go ahead and start longing Solana, or should we be buying Solana? In my opinion, this would be like notification to be like, hey, you know what, Solana, it does have a lot of strength. We should go ahead and consider having Solana added to our bag. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to be looking at the zones. Now the question is, will they allow it to go ahead and dump that low? I don't know. Typically, as I mentioned, when there's no area of support being found like this around these ranges, it's easier for just a token just to fall straight up until it looks for an area of support, or at least establishes an area of support, kind of like what it is establishing right now. So I wouldn't say this is a bullish or a bearish scenario. I think it's just something you should be aware of, because there's definitely going to be a major move coming soon, and that could either be to the upside or to the downside. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, I can't tell you exactly where things could go, right? I'm just here to go ahead and give you my opinion and my probability. But as long as we continue to go ahead and get rejected at the 104, we are going to be testing the lower areas, 90, and then more than likely get rejected there, and then come down to the 70 to 69 zone, right? So for a lot of people that have been possibly waiting or wanting a move like that, I guess it's really bullish, right? For the people that are heavily into the meme tokens, I did mention it's kind of a critical area. You either have two scenarios, right, where the meme token literally takes off because Solana's finally dumping, because the community is very, very strong, which we're seeing that with a few projects right now, or case scenario number two, where because Solana dumps a lot and a lot of these meme tokens were just reliant on Solana pumping, they're going to dump like 90% and plus, and they might be completely dead, right? So I do believe the Solana ecosystem right now is a little saturated in the moment, but long term, I do believe Solana is a play. At the most, I think we could see possibly $500 on Solana in the near future when we do enter this bull run, right? So let's go ahead and read some questions right now. Let's see what we got going on. How's it going, Sol? Happy New Year's. Glenn, how's it going, Glenn? Happy New Year's, my guy. Really, really excited to have you all here today. Hope you're having a good one, bro. And keep your head up with the size position, bro. I know you're going to go ahead and make your money back. New Year's is definitely going to be very excited. Batabot, how's it going, my guy? Welcome, new sub. I appreciate you a lot for subscribing. Welcome to the team. And join the Discord if you can too as well. 12 watchers right now. Smash that like button for me. Over 7 likes only, so definitely go ahead and start shilling down your Solana projects, right? So now let's look at the Solana project. So one of the Solana projects that seems like it's doing pretty well right now is SHIB. That one's currently at a 4.81 million market cap. It does look like it has been establishing some sort of area of support. I know a lot of people have, a lot of you have been talking about, you know, SHIB. I guess it's some sort of bullishness, right? It's pretty much Shiba on Solana. It's not the same Shiba. It's just an inspired token that someone decided to put SHIB for Solana SHIB, and people love it. You know what I mean? It's like, what can you go ahead and say, right? There is a lot of tokens actually also pumping. For example, Slow. I know this one, congratulations on Dabmaster. They've been really bullish with the community on Slow. So this thing has finally pumped over 100% for today right now. Hot trend 6, 7.77 million market cap with liquidity of 438,000, 3.38 thousand holders. So it looks like definitely a lot of these Solana tokens that do have a strong community are actually taking off. And then the ones that don't really have a strong community seem to be, you know, taking a hit. I remember this one too. I mean, look at this one right here. It's a used gently Honda, the 61 million market cap, man. Like, you can't make this thing up. So it looks like right now it's retracing. I wouldn't recommend buying at these levels until you find some sort of support. But if you can't be patient and wait, then, you know, maybe just buy. Not financial advice. Let's see if it hits a Fibonacci retracement. No, it doesn't. I mean, we could probably do it from here. And if we measure it from here, this would be the 618 on that. But yeah, for me personally, I'm going to kind of take a break from trading Solana tokens, honestly. And anything Solana meme tokens, I'm kind of done with, bro. Like, I've taken way too many freaking L's. And yeah, I think I've had enough, honestly. I think I've had enough with these meme token L's. Maybe I just have to change up my strategy, right? Everybody tells me that, John, you're doing it wrong. I am, dude. I am. The meme token space is a whole different ballgame. But yeah, cheers everybody to that. But yeah, man. I mean, the Solana meme tokens are doing good. Besides the fact that Solana is dumping, meme tokens are doing really well. Bonk, of course, you know, has dropped a lot, 778 million. I did mention to a lot of people when all the big influencers on YouTube are talking about Bonk, I did mention, you know, do not buy at these levels because more than likely it's going to continue to crash. So I kind of feel bad for the people that bought at 1 billion market cap thinking it was going to hit 20 billion and above, right? I told everybody, just go ahead and wait for this thing to retrace if you're really bullish on Bonk, and then just go ahead and enter, right? And right now Solana, I mean, not Solana, Bonk, it's a little bit slightly below the 618. So we're going to go ahead and see where it goes. But it also looks like it's trying to form a head and shoulders pattern, and the volume has decreased a lot too, as you could go ahead and see down here. So we'll see where the market takes us. But I do believe that we are kind of overpriced on a lot of these tokens on most of the Solana-based ecosystem. I know Barney, this one just pumped too. I think this one was running on Ethereum, if I'm not mistaken. Barney, I saw this one on Ethereum. So it looks like a lot of the Ethereum tokens are pumping as well. Too bad that all the information that I had saved with all the tokens actually got erased because I cleaned my computer a few days ago. So literally all my freaking tokens that a lot of you know, shilled us, they're completely gone. So if you could go ahead and continue to shill us some more, that'd be really grateful. Do you buy meme projects over 100 million or only microcaps? I usually only buy microcaps, bro. I usually like taking anything under $1 million. I'm not sure if that's considered a microcap. But personally, for me, when it comes to meme tokens, I think anything under $1 million is worth the risk. If you want to go ahead and get a little bit on the safer side of things, I guess, it's over $1 million is worth it. But right now, my strategy moving forward, I'm going to kind of switch it up. I'm going to stick to just trading higher cap altcoins. I think that's where the money's at, in my opinion. At least a consistent money. And then I'm just going to go ahead and patiently wait till meme coin season begins, right? Typically, meme coin season begins once we have altcoin season take off. So as soon as all the altcoins start to take off again, I believe in the beginning of the year is going to happen. We should go ahead and have this meme coin like season, like kind of like what we're seeing right now. But I think it's going to be a lot bigger, right? And that's when I'm going to go ahead and want to participate a little bit more and being, you know, willingly being able to go ahead and pretty much just gamble my money away, because a lot of these meme tokens are pretty much gambles. You just have to know, you have to have an eye for it. I know people that make a lot of money on meme tokens, and then there's people like myself that just lose all their money. So, you know what I mean? It's all preference of what you prefer in the space. For me, I used to always love the meme coins. Right now, I'm kind of getting out of that phase because I just feel like it's just gambling, dude. And I just at the point of my life that I'm at right now, like I'm 25. I feel like if I keep on taking these higher risk in life, which I've been taking very high risk my whole entire life, that's kind of like why I've been able to develop to, you know, where I am today. I think as I'm getting older, the more I continue to have that degenerate freaking investing, gambling kind of you know look, I think it's just gonna wreck me long term, right? So that's kind of the reason why I'm kind of switching up my style. There's nothing wrong to playing with meme tokens, but if that's mostly what your only focus is in your portfolio, I do think it's a very high risk. If you're able to afford to do it, there's no problem, right? But as I mentioned, like for me personally, I made a lot of money with these meme tokens these last couple months, and I also lost a lot of money, right? Like I made over $20,000 on Pepe too, and then I lost it all on Grok because the contract got exploited and dumped 80% while I was leveraged $20,000 with 10 to 20x leverage, right? Which was a over $100,000 position. So with that being said, I think it was a lot of lessons learned that I got from that, but also now that I lost that money, I just feel like I'm not part of the market, right? It's like even a few days ago, once I got paid, I ended up putting my crypto budget, because I have a crypto budget every time I get paid, right? Out of my paycheck, there's a percentage of money that I allocate for crypto only, right? And that amount that I ended up putting, I told myself I was only going to do like $300. I ended up spending more, which was $600, which wasn't much, right? This paycheck wasn't too well. Next paycheck, I will go ahead and add more to my crypto bag, probably a little bit over 1,200, right? But anyways, with what I'm saying is, the problem with that is I literally just gambled on my money, dude. Like I was better off playing stake, betting on black or red, and probably had my higher chances of, one, enjoying my money, and two, probably making some money out of it, right? But I just got into like pure rug pulls. And with that being said, that's kind of the reason why I'm like, dude, I don't know. I feel like I'm already getting old, like 25. I feel pretty old, bro. I'm like, dude, I'm 25 and I can't continue with this behavior. Like I'm going to be like this, making money, losing money for the rest of my life. And it's not something I'm trying to do, man. Like, honestly, like I've been doing a lot of these dumb mistakes these last couple of years in my trading journey. And I feel like now, like I got kind of the point to where like, dude, I'm just tired of these meme tokens. You having no control, right? You really have no control. You're literally betting your money on something that the probability of something may be happening, as opposed to if you're leverage trading, you could go ahead and risk. You have better risk management, in my opinion. You know, you could go ahead and put stop losses, which I'm sure you could do with meme tokens too. I know you can. But with leverage trading, they're not going to go ahead, and a lot of these higher cap altcoins are not going to dump 40 to 50% in a day. You know what I mean? And that's what meme tokens do. You know, it's a high risk, high reward. And you know, many people have their higher cap altcoins where they're long-term investing. And then you have the people that just fully just trade, you know, meme tokens, which there's not a problem, because I know a lot of people that make a lot of money, but it's a whole different ballgame. And it's the point where like a lot of these meme tokens, you have to have the right network, you have to know the right people, you have to have the right alpha, you have to be willing to go ahead and throw in some money. And for the most parts, like most people that do make really good money on the meme coin sector, they also lose a lot of money, right? Like they know it's a probabilities game, so they know they might go ahead and have to lose $5,000-$10,000 before they go ahead and make, you know, $20,000 and above in one play. You know what I mean? Where they make all their losses. So it's a really, I think it's a more of an emotional freaking roller coaster, because you have no control. As opposed to with TA, dude, you could go ahead and put a stop loss, and most tokens are not going to dump no more than like 20%. Like if it dumps 20%, it's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but the chances of that actually happening are a lot lower than meme tokens where they dump 40-50%, right? But I'm thinking, I'm like, dude, I would rather make consistent money where I'm making like a 10%, 20% pump every other day or once a week consistently, as opposed to meme tokens where, you know, you might make $20,000 one play, and it might take you another 6 more months until you make $80,000 to $20,000, you know. But within those 6 months, you had to take so many freaking L's. And like to me, it's like I don't know. I feel like mentally, it's just more. It's more in the brain, in my opinion, because it's more work on the DeFi, and it's more mental. You know what I mean? It's like willing to go ahead and accept those losses when you actually have no control. Like I feel like you could barely really take steps back and ask yourself, what did I do wrong in this position? You know, maybe sell early. That's about it. Maybe not be too greedy. Those are probably the only things. But as opposed to if you're trading higher cap altcoins, you can go ahead and say, well, maybe, you know, maybe my stop losses were a little too tight. Maybe they're a little too loose. You know, maybe the technical analysis, I entered to my position a little too soon. But when you're entering projects like, let's say, for example, Barney, like how do you know Barney is going to be a 284,000 market cap project? You really don't know. You really don't know. You just have to kind of have a feeling for it. Like that's really what it is. And like to me, it's like, dude, that's just like that's gambling, bro. And I'm just kind of done with that kind of mentality, having to rely on a freaking developer or something dumb to go ahead and boost a project. But as I mentioned, that's just me moving forward. I still will go ahead and be investing in meme tokens, but right now I'm not looking at any specifically. I'm just going to go ahead and start focusing on just stacking, you know, my higher cap altcoins, and then I'm just going to go ahead and focus on just becoming a better trader every day. That's really what my main focus is going to be. Right now my focus moving forward is going to be just leverage trading, and then meme tokens is going to be like just a fun degenerate thing I want to do. If I feel like gambling money, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the memes, but it's not going to be something I'm going to be relying on my income, like, because meme tokens are just way too freaking volatile, bro. Like way too volatile. And I would rather focus on leverage trading, where I can make most of my income consistently, entering trades that make sense, right? Whether it's 10% or 5%. Glenn says, dang, slow running. Congrats to Dabmaster. Yeah, dude, congrats on freaking Dabmaster on that one, dude. I know he's been pretty hard, or he's been going pretty heavy on slow. And that's what I'm telling you, dude. It's all about being persistent. You know what I mean? Like, if you really have no belief in the community and you don't understand community or memes, it's going to be really hard for you to buy the dips when you see tokens dumped like this much. Because like, if you look at slow, it's dumped literally over 81%. And I know Dab was still very bullish in this project, and he was probably still buying the dips. And now he's appreciating a 1.3x. You know what I mean? And it's probably going to pump higher before, probably it might retrace a little bit, 40-50% before having the next pump, but this thing's going to go up higher, and that's because of the power of the community, right? But it just depends. You just have to have an eye for it. You can't be dabbling into every space. Like if you're a meme coin trader, stick to meme coins. If you're a leverage trader, stick to leverage trading. If you're a freaking fundamentals trader, stick to fundamentals. If you're a long-term investor, you're better off sticking to just long-term investing, right? Like stick to what works for you. And I feel like that's where a lot of people start to lose a lot of money, is where they try to do everything. And as I always mention, you can't do everything unless you have the right people. And for example, like now I have a few people like Glenn. Glenn's a very knowledgeable guy. Like this guy's like in all spaces. He understands all spaces, bro. He understands leverage trading, freaking fundamentals, freaking meme coin trading. And like moving forward, I have a few of my guys like Vernon and Dabmaster and Glenn, or Tillery too, where like if I want to get into meme tokens, I'll ask them, hey bro, what do you think is hot right now? And I'll go based off what they think, right? Because I know they've been very successful at it. They made a lot of money trading meme tokens. So has my buddy Crypto Junkie. This guy literally made like, I know he just called out Barney too, under $1 million market cap. So I can't imagine how much money this guy has already made. But in the last 2 months, I know this guy has already made over like easily like over $180,000 or something like that, just trading meme tokens, bro. And he probably made a lot more, you know, a few days ago when he entered Barney. So there's people out there that make money, so it's not to go ahead and bash those people, but that's the kind of people I would rather get my information from, and then that's when I'll go ahead and talk about it. But and then I also have like my buddy what is it, Billy Blockchain, that's really good at NFTs, bro. Super good at NFTs. So if it comes to NFTs, I go to him. And then I have another person that I just met, network with, Ganasia's Network. Really knowledgeable guy, man. He knows a lot about ecosystems and all that. So when it comes to those longer term investing projects, I would want to go ahead and open my ears a little bit more to that person, right? So you have to go ahead and understand there's different sectors that people focus in this space of crypto, and you have to kind of understand, like, is this guy going to be my meme coin guy? Is this guy going to be my TA guy? Is this guy going to be just an entertainment person that I enjoy watching and listening to, or what's my goal with this channel or with this person or this group of people, right? So like we actually have a group on Discord, which is completely free. If you want to go ahead and join the Discord, I'll go ahead and comment it down below right now, but it's completely free. It's called the Decentralized Titans, and we literally give alpha to one another, right? And that's really the only way you're successful in the space, is by helping one another, being there for one another, and being accountable for one another, right? So that's what I'm pretty much trying to say on that end. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin and the DXY. I'm not sure we're going to expect too much action right now in the market. But with that being said, let me go ahead and start reading some comments as well. And for everybody watching and tuning in, and if you're brand new, turn on that post notifications on if you want to go ahead and join a community that's open-minded and always willing to go ahead and learn every day. This is literally the right community for you. We literally help each other out, whether it comes to trading, looking for plays, or just being there for one another when when a trade goes the wrong way, right? With that being said, let me go ahead and read some comments. Let's go ahead and see what we have. Glenn says, bonk exit liquidity on Coinbase. I agree with you 100%. Tillery, how's it going, my guy? Hope you're doing well today. Tillery says, high gas fees. Yeah, I agree with you. Something wrong. Who's trying to hack the memes? Cam, MKR ripping. What is MKR, bro? Is that a ticker symbol? Crypto boss Andrew, bro. Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Let's see, MKR. I don't know what MKR is. I think it's this one right here. Tillery says, but I know we should be having a new meme coin coming up, meme coin. I agree with you. Glenn shared Myro with us. Let's go ahead and take a look at Myro real quick. Let me go ahead and go to the live stream. Let's see. I know Myro's a good one too. And continue to show, chat. If you guys want to show your meme tokens, go ahead and comment them down below on the live stream. Make sure to go ahead and post your smart contract, kind of like the same way that Glenn went ahead and did. Can you tell us a little bit more about this one, Glenn? 22 million market cap, freaking insane, dude. Cam says, yeah, I agree with you, bro. Hard to know when to call it a day. Made a lot of money on bonk, used profits and other memes, coins, and got wrecked. 100%, dude. And that's kind of the problem. I feel like it's like I had the same problem too. When I made money on Pepe too, instead of like saying $20,000, half of this is gonna go into Bitcoin, or like half of it's gonna go somewhere, or what I mean, longer term, or in my savings. I would have still been exposed to the market, and I would have been like. Because when you lose money, man, like it's okay sometimes, like especially if you've been trading, right? Like a lot of you have lost a lot of money and made a lot of money. It's completely normal in this space, right? And especially in live, especially mostly more in trading or in business, you're used to losing money. I mean, that's just the cost of doing business, right? You're gonna lose some money, you're gonna win some money. It's just the way things work. And in trading, I feel like it just happens more consistent, right? So when you have a really good win, when you make a lot of freaking money in one day, whether it's $20,000, $100,000, you're like, damn, dude, I'm a freaking genius. And now you're over leveraging yourself a little bit more, and now you're putting pretty much all the same risk into the same projects, when it should be the opposite, right? It's like when you make this big money out of these projects, you should actually go in with these projects at a lower risk. Meaning, if you make $50,000 to $20,000, $10,000 of a meme token, instead of putting $10,000 into a meme token like what I did, dumbest thing I ever did, put $20,000 on Grok, on leverage, you're more than likely going to get wrecked, bro. Like you're better off throwing in $1,000 or $2,000, I would say, at the max when it comes to meme tokens. In my opinion, $8,000 is like the most I would say it's worth throwing into. But I also feel like a lot of greed comes into a lot of us. We're like, dude, we just made freaking $20,000, $50,000. Let me go ahead and flip my money and make $1 million now. And the probabilities of those are very, very possible. But the chances that you lose your money are also very, very high, right? Because now you're putting in the same freaking risk with more money, right? As opposed to when you're entering a lot of these meme tokens and you turn a couple $100, a couple $1,000 into a few hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's really good as long as you have discipline, right? And I feel like that's what a lot of us lacked, at least for me personally. I could go ahead and tell you from my personal experience, I would say the only thing that I'm really lacking on when it comes to my trading ability is being disciplined and knowing when to not trade, knowing when to go ahead and say, you know what, I'm not going to trade today, or you know what, I lost a lot of money already. Let me go ahead and take a break and not trade for the next couple of days or weeks. But because we're humans, a lot of us sometimes make the same mistakes. For example, like I got a little bit FOMO when I saw all my buddies making money on the Solana meme tokens. So when I got paid, I threw my money into the meme tokens because I saw them making money, and I kind of FOMO'd and I lost my money. You know what I mean? And that kind of pissed me off because the way I lost my money was out of my control, as I'm saying. I guess I was part of the control, but in realistic reality, it was out of my control because I didn't know the developer was going to rug pull. And that's just the reality of the space. If you go in with the greed, trying to make quick money and trying to get back up to $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 that you lost, you're more than likely going to lose your money back up. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, at least for me personally, I could go ahead and say discipline is something that I'm kind of lacking when it comes to my trading, and something I want to improve this year, especially this year of 2024. I want to go ahead and know when to stop trading. I want to know when to enter a trade, and how to get better when I do begin to lose money to not go ahead and revenge trade. Because I feel like that's how we all lose a lot of money, is by revenge trading. You lost your money, you feel bad, and now you want to go ahead and make all of it, and now you're overexposing, over risking yourself. And that's where the discipline comes in, right? Knowing when not to trade. Like, you just made a lot of money in a meme token. Should you go ahead and go all in on the next meme token? Probably not, right? Cam says, I probably have a gambling addiction. Dude, I agree. I could probably tell you I have a gambling addiction too, man. I think we all have a gambling addiction, and that's where it all comes with the memes. Like, we're all gamblers in a sense, right? We're not trading, we're gambling, bro. And I think the sooner you recognize it, and the sooner you're able to go ahead and comprehend and tell yourself, you know what, I effed up, I did this wrong. What did I learn from this lesson? What did I do correctly? What did I do incorrectly? And actually learn and take a day to take it in. Because, like, when I lost the money, dude, I said I was okay, but, like, deep down I wasn't okay, dude. I was like, it's okay, I'll make the money back. But deep down I'm like, dude, frick, $20,000, man. Like, I'm thinking, I could have bought a car, could have gotten a new apartment, could have taken some vacations, could have gotten a Rolex watch. Could have bought a lot of things with 20 grand, bro. It's like, inflation's high nowadays, but you could still enjoy $20,000, right? Like, a nice little trip could probably cost you 5 or 10 grand and really enjoy it. So when we start putting it into that perspective, you're like, oh snap, bro, 20 grand is quite a bit, right? But when you're in this space where you make a lot of money, like literally out of thin air, you just kind of don't really think about it. Like, it's 20 grand, bro. It's whatever. This is 100,000. It's nothing, But when you kind of realize what you could put it into the physical real world, you start to realize how much you could do. It's like, dude, you could buy land. like now thinking back, I'm like, dude, I wish I would have freaking saved some of that money to buy land, because I've been looking at land lately, and I'm like, dude, I want to buy some land and start buying some real estate to do some Airbnbs, and that's kind of the perspective where I'm telling myself now, is that when I come across money like this, I already know what I'm going to do with my money. Like now, if I get money, dude, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take freaking a vacation, dude. I'm going to travel around for a couple months and use some of that money. And that's what I'm going to do, and then just stack up to buy some land, like some physical real estate, and I feel like that's kind of the problem we also take, is that if you don't know what you're going to do with your money, you're more than likely going to give your money back up, as opposed to if you have a goal, like, if I obtain $20,000, I'm going to buy a new car, or I'm going to go ahead and fix up my car to go faster, or take a vacation, or buy the wife a ring, or my husband a ring, or something, you know what I mean? Something simple like that. Fly out my family, or go visit family, that's going to motivate you more to not go ahead and gamble all your money back again. But it's all an emotional thing, bro. It's an all internal thing we're all battling with. Jose, how's it going, my guy? Happy New Year's. Dab Master, how's it going, my guy? Tillery says, Vegas, Inu token will rug, bro. I'm still up in profit since launch. Congratulations, my guy. Glenn says, sentiment on Myro on Twitter is high. Sentiment on used car is high as well, but I think it's quite overpriced. Yeah, I've been hearing about Honda a lot. Weren't you trading one a while ago, Glenn? Tillery says, 12 likes and 18 views. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, chat, come on. Dab Master, how's it going, my guy? Ryan, morning, John. Let's freaking go, Ryan. Happy New Year's, by the way, bro. Jose, Happy New Year's. How's it going, my guy? Tillery says, trade with chart, not with our hearts. Yes, we have a gambling addiction. 100%, my guy, we do. Cam just laughs, man. Glenn says, slow is a good dabs. Congrats, bro. Hope you're doubling down on the downtrend. Yeah, dude, I hope so too, bro. Congratulations on slow, man. I was just telling the community how, being consistent and at the moments where they're really hard in life, and you continue to double down on your project, and you have to have a feeling, bro. With these meme tokens, there's a reason why, like, I don't do meme tokens anymore, because I just don't feel meme coins anymore. Like I used to. I used to have a thing for meme tokens, bro. But like I feel like I've gotten wrecked so many times that I start to like hate meme tokens now. You know what I mean? It's like now, like, I never understood it. And now that I've gotten wrecked so many times, it kind of reminds you of trading penny stocks. Like I'm sure a lot of you, when you first enter the trading world, you're like, dude, I want to make money trading, right? I want to make money trading. What's the first thing you look into? Trading penny stocks, bro. And you realize how manipulative penny stocks are, dude. And it's the same exact world that we're in with meme tokens. They're pretty much trading penny stocks, my guy. And I was like that with penny stocks. Like I remember when I was first dabbling into penny stocks, and I got wrecked so many times that I was like, dude, I'm done trading penny stocks. So I went over to trading options, and trading the higher cap stocks. And I became very, very successful with that. Obviously, there's still manipulation and their own things, but I learned from that experience, from learning penny stocks. I got wrecked so many times, and I'm like, dude, I'm not playing with penny stocks anymore. And now I feel like I'm in the same position right now in my trading experience, where like I had a passion for meme tokens, last bull run, when I got into entering the space once again. And my passion has been there, and now like my passion has been slowly kind of dying off. And that's why when it comes to a lot of these tokens, you really have to have a gut feeling for it, man. Like you have to understand, like it's hard to I'm sure a lot of you understand what I'm trying to say, but when you have a feeling, like a very strong feeling, that that feeling when you feel like you're gonna have an amazing freaking day, and you do, that's kind of the feeling you have to have with a lot of these tokens. You have to understand it. You have to understand the sentiment, the emotion, the community, and just really take so many L's to understand what you need to be looking for. And a lot of people have the eye for that. And I feel like for me personally, I kind of slowly lost my eye on meme tokens that way, and then that's why I'm like, dude. And I've noticed that I kind of been focusing a little bit too much on the charts as opposed to the pumpamentals, and I feel like that's why I've been getting wrecked on the meme tokens, because I've been focusing way too much on the logical part, which is the technical analysis, which technical analysis really goes out the roof when it comes to a lot of these meme tokens, and that's where I feel like, I guess because I was focusing on trading a lot, my focus kind of shifted in my mindset. So I think I'm just growing, you know what I mean? We all do. I think it's normal to go ahead and change it up in life sometimes. One day you might like drinking Coke, and another day you might like drinking Sprite. You know what I mean? That's just, we're humans, we change, we adopt. And I think that's the beauty that we're able to do, right? Adopt to our circumstances very, very easily and quickly. Kamaz says, have you considered trading tokens on Cardano or Tab Tools? I've never heard of Tab Tools, bro. What is Tab Tools? Just a suggestion if you get sick of Solana trading. I have actually been thinking of getting into other blockchains. I'm not sick of trading Solana meme tokens. I think I just got in at the top, dude, and I think that's why I'm like almost crying about it, because I got in at the top, and I feel like I just got wrecked. That's why, because I got in at the top. And a lot of people will go ahead and get wrecked. That's just the reality of the truth, is that a lot of people getting into these Solana meme tokens, if you weren't in them the last couple of weeks, you're gonna get wrecked, bro. I think this is a token boss Andrew was talking about. MKR ripping, dude. It is a small little pump, but dude, this thing has been ripping. I mean, look, since Saturday, it has pumped over 40 freaking percent, dude. Like over 40 freaking percent. That's freaking crazy. And you see these dumps, bro, they're like 20%, man. Like possibilities of you getting liquidated are not as likely as they are with the meme tokens. So MKR doing pretty good. But yeah, I have been considering getting into other blockchains. Like I know right now a hot one that my buddy got me into is called Matis. Matis blockchain. I actually learned how to bridge and all that. And they've actually been switching up on different blockchains, right? Because they were trading Solana meme tokens weeks ago, before, or months ago, before they were really hot. And now they're switching over to other blockchains. They actually moved back to Ethereum, and right now they're switching into trading Matis because they realize that this market's oversaturated, right? And that's what I'm saying. You have to be aware of how this market moves and understand it. And if you notice that the market's oversaturated, then maybe that's the point where you go ahead and make that pivot into trading something new, right? And I feel like a lot of us don't do that sometimes because we're like so in love. Like a lot of us would be like, oh no, we only love Solana tokens, and people only stick to trading Solana tokens, or oh, I only love Ethereum tokens. I'm only going to trade Ethereum, and that's how a lot of people, in my opinion, I think, also lose money in that way, is that they fall in love with a lot of these blockchains. And the thing is, the reality is that, for example, Ethereum lost its freaking base, bro. Solana has been taking over. Solana has been freaking plummeting every freaking altcoin, no matter how much you hate on it. And the people that have been making a lot of money have been people that have been trading on Solana ecosystem. But now that we have reached the top, it's not going to be the same. I'm not saying you can't make money. I'm not saying it's not the same as when Solana was at $10. A lot of people made a lot of money trading Solana meme tokens when Solana was at $10. Now that it's at getting point to a possible correction because of greed, more people are losing money, and you have to understand when to change to a different blockchain. And for that example, that's why I'm looking into trading now into Metis tokens. So if I do get back into the meme tokens, guess where I'm going to be putting most of my focus on is learning these new blockchains like Metis. I just learned how to bridge and all of that. This is supposed to be the next hot thing. We're going to go ahead and see. And it's all about catching on trends. You know what I mean? You have to catch on trends early. If you get in at the top, dude, you're being exit liquidity. And most of us, if you're just now entering the Solana ecosystem space, you're exit liquidity, bro. Like, I'm sorry to tell you. You should have just jumped in weeks ago, months ago, when nobody was really talking about it. Now that everybody's talking about it, saturated. Now we're seeing an inflow of Ethereum tokens going back. So it's an on and off switch, bro. It's just knowing how to pivot and not being too in love with a lot of these blockchains or tokens. If you're here to make money, bro, it doesn't matter what blockchain it is, right? It might be difficult to learn at first, but I hope if you're wanting to do this for the longer term, focus on improving your knowledge every time and becoming better at what you do, right? Get better at TA, get better at, reading white paper. That's what you want to do. It's just about improving every day. I mean, looking at Bitcoin right now, we're at this same almost area that we're currently looking at with Solana 2, at this area of resistance to getting rejected. We could also see a breakout with Bitcoin. But we're going to go ahead and see where this goes. If we continue to get rejected at the 42,975, we are more than likely going to go ahead and be retesting $40,000 and then coming down to $36,000, because even with Bitcoin losing this major area of support at $40,000 is definitely going to go ahead and push us down to $36,000. So definitely be on the lookout for that on Bitcoin if that was to happen. Right now, we also want to go ahead and take a look at the DXY. The DXY has been slightly reversing, and this is actually one of the reasons why I've been extremely bearish in the crypto market these last couple weeks. I've been bearish on crypto since around over here, since December 14th. I've been calling for a warning. We did lose this area of support. We did fall below it, and I did mention that the DXY could go ahead and continue to go back to the 99. If the 99 point is reached, we could go ahead and see an all-time high with Bitcoin and Solana. But right now, we are seeing a reversal on the DXY, right? So we are more than likely, I do believe, as soon as we break past 101,750 on the DXY, we are more than likely going to continue to push to the upside, and we could go ahead and see some bleeding in the crypto market, right? So that's kind of the reason why I've been giving this warning for a while. Yeah, I've been giving this warning back since over here since December of 13. A lot of people were laughing, talking crap, whatever the case is. As I said, I'm not here to be correct. I'm just here to go ahead and analyze where the market's moving every day in order to go ahead and make my best analysis and my best prediction in the market, right? If this does obviously get rejected, then we're going to be back to the bullishness. If, the DXY continues to rip through, the 101 and above, which I believe it will, we will go ahead and expect some red in the market. Also, the Dow Jones has reached some tops as well too, an area of resistance on the monthly. As I mentioned, we could continue to go to the upside because we still have a lot of room on the RSI to continue to pump to the upside. And people are like, hey John, why the heck are you talking about the Dow Jones Industrial when it has nothing to do with Bitcoin? Well, I'm sorry to tell you, for some reason they just tend to move very, very similar, almost one-on-one, right? Sometimes there's a slight delay, sometimes it wants to follow it, sometimes it doesn't. But typically the stock market moves very closely to crypto. This is the reason why I don't believe Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation. But whatever, you could go ahead and argue with that, on me. I think it's not a hedge against inflation, but whatever. But we could also expect the stock market to continue to make new all-time highs before reaching some sort of top as well. So just be very, very careful that if we were to go ahead and break past this resistance on the Dow Jones, we are more than likely probably going to continue to see another additional 13% pump in the market before we do go ahead and have a correction in the market overall, because the stock market's due for a correction, Bitcoin's due for a correction, the DXY is due for a correction, Solana's due for a correction, everything's due for a freaking correction. When is a correction going to happen? I don't freaking know. No one really knows. But we are due for a correction. And this is the reason why I've been extremely kind of bearish in the market, right? Because we are in need of a correction. And the higher we go, the riskier it's going to get, right? And that's what people don't understand. People are just get so emotional in the space, and they just want all their freaking tokens to pump forever. But we're seeing the greed, right? I just told you I was throwing my money into Solana meme tokens, got wrecked. Greed. Greed. I'm telling you right there. That's the emotion. Greed right there. And we are reaching these levels in the market where people are getting very, very excited, thinking Solana is going to go ahead and hit $500 by tomorrow. Is it possible? Yes. But as I mentioned, we are reaching critical levels in the market that are signaling us to go ahead and be bearish. And that's what people don't understand. People just want to go ahead and go based off the hype of what their favorite influencers talking about Solana hitting, $1,000 or Bitcoin hitting $1 million, but they're not giving you the warnings of what we're actually seeing in the market. Yes, the Feds are cutting down rates, but also so is the stock market, the NASDAQ, SPX, they're all reaching highs. They're reaching the levels of resistance. Bitcoin, same thing. The DXY, same thing. The biggest correction we've seen with Bitcoin, and I say this time and over again, the biggest correction we've seen on Bitcoin so far since we've seen this initial pump back here in October, I was super bullish right here, chat. Super, super bullish in crypto all right here. I actually doubled down on crypto right here. That's why I made a lot of money when Bitcoin began to pump, because I doubled down around here when everybody was bearish, and I was calling for a bull run, and I was calling for Bitcoin being $40,000 and above, and people were calling me a fudder, that it's fake news, and that's what people were calling me right here when I was back in October, and that's really where I made a lot of my money, around October towards November. And that's when I started telling a lot of people, hey guys, we have to be very, very careful. We are reaching some very critical areas. I think we should start to be a little bit more bearish because everybody's now bullish, right? So in my opinion, I think you always want to do the opposite of what most people want to do. If most people believe it should be bullish, you should be bearish, and vice versa, right? Bitcoin has had no actual correction since it began to pump since October. It has had no actual correction. The most we've seen is probably like a 7 to a 9% freaking dump. That's all we've seen. And if you go back to the charts, as I tell everybody all the time, this is like really, really repetitive, but to everybody that is brand new, Bitcoin back here in 2020 was at $9,000, and we saw it reach the levels of $42,000, and then that's when we topped a correction of about 32%. And then after that, when we got that 32% correction within about a few days, literally almost 2 weeks, let's say, it began to pump back up, making new all-time highs leading into the next couple months of April, where Bitcoin topped off at $64,000. And when Bitcoin topped off at $64,000, we saw a correction of about 54%. Can our correction be at 54%? I don't think so. I think at the most we'll see with Bitcoin is probably 30%. And if we were to go ahead and see the 30% correction at these levels, we could be expecting Bitcoin being roughly around the $29,000 to the $32,000 area, in my opinion. But the reality of this is, how high can Bitcoin go? Is Bitcoin going to be correcting at 48,000? Is it going to be at 54,000? Or is it going to be at $80,000? And that's what nobody knows. But just know that the higher we go, and the more support hasn't been established, because Bitcoin hasn't really established any support. Even if you look at these higher levels, there really is no levels of support around here to go ahead and confirm that if we do continue to go up, we are more than likely going to continue to fall down very nicely. Like right here, the higher we go, once we reach the top, the harder we're gonna fall and the quicker we're gonna fall, because no real support has been ever established with Bitcoin. This is probably the first time we've ever established these levels, and even these levels are not. This is not an area so much of support. I mean, look at that. It lost it right there. Even right here, it became resistance. It lost it. Same right here. It lost it. These levels are not strong areas of support. The only thing I could consider, I guess, somewhat strong now that we are in these levels, in these zones, will probably be around this zone right here, which is around the $30,000. So maybe Bitcoin's new bottom moving forward in the future is going to be around $30,000 Bitcoin, and that's what we could be expecting when we do continue to correct from the mass levels. If we do have, like, let's say a 70-50% correction, maybe that correction will take us from, you know, $90,000 or $100,000 to $30,000, and that would give us that 60 to 50, 60, 70% correction, right? So it would make sense, and I think that might be our new bottom moving forward with Bitcoin, would be around the $30,000 range, until the more time we have, the more we're going to be able to establish these ranges. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, and this is the reason why I don't like doing predictions, because if you zoom out, Bitcoin's brand new, bro. Like Bitcoin's brand new. Look at back in 2017 where Bitcoin was at, and I was mentioning this to chat that I got into the bull run multiple times at the tops. I got into at the top on 2017. I got wrecked in 2020 right here. This is where I entered the market again. I got wrecked, and I got wrecked at these tops with Bitcoin multiple times, right? So this is gonna be my first time actually being in a rally where I'm not at the top of the rally. I'm actually from the bottom to the top, right? So I'm really excited to see what we have moving forward. But with that being said, Bitcoin's really brand new, so no one really knows where the top or the bottom is. And the more information, the more years, the more months, the more days, the more minutes we have to print in these charts, the more information and the better we're going to be able to predict and do an analysis on where we could go ahead and see price action moving. The reality is, with a lot of these coins, no one knows, because they're all brand new. And until we go ahead and start getting more data out of it in the next couple of years, it's going to be a lot easier for us to do predictions and understand where things are going. But this is all speculation at this end, chat. And that's pretty much where I want to go ahead and leave it at. Let's go ahead and read some comments, and then we're going to go ahead and end the chat if anybody has any more questions. But let's go ahead and see. Tab Tools is basically like Dex Tools, but it's for Cardano projects. Nice. Tab Tools. Let's look at this right here. Smash that like button for me, chat. Happy New Year's, by the way. And turn on that post notifications if you are subscribing. And Happy New Year's if I didn't say that already. Glenn says, agreed. Many recent meme releases on Solana have been ruggy. They pretty much all the same, just some are bullish and some pump and dumps, and then some are long-term plays. For sure, Tillery, very few are long-term plays. 90% are rugs, community takeovers, LOL. I agree with you, bro, 100%. 100%, I agree with you, and this is what I'm saying. Like you just have to have an eye for it, right? Like if you're getting new into the space, meme tokens are going to be a fun space to get into, but it's also probably going to be the spot that's going to wreck you the most, and that's just a heads up, right? Let's go ahead and get this stream to load, bro, because I want to go ahead and get the smart contract. Let's go ahead and read some comments. Let's see. Let's go ahead and read this. Tillery, let's see what he gave us. Save Elon. Copy. And then let's look at this. Save Elon. It's on Solana, so you know, anything Elon inspired always tends to pump, bro. So this is a token, chat. As I mentioned, I can't really tell you much about these meme tokens anymore because I really don't know. Maybe this is a play, maybe it's not. I get a lot of questions too. There's this one person that commented last time on my channel. He's like, John, that one token you were talking about was pumping during your stream, bro. And I was like, yeah, man, I hope you made some money off of it. He's like, bro, but as soon as you stop streaming, the token dumps. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you have to be very, very careful with a lot of these coins. Like, I don't buy a lot of these coins. Like, a lot of the tokens that a lot of people, shill in the community, like especially live stream, I really don't play. Like, I haven't played with meme tokens in forever, chat. Like, I haven't played with meme tokens in months. Like, the only meme tokens I played with that I could tell you that I played with have been a good handful, and that was back in October before I kind of like left meme coin trading again, and I focused on leverage trading meme tokens, which is even worse. Like, it doesn't make it any better. It's like I stopped trading meme tokens and then I went on to leverage trading meme tokens. Like, how degenerate can you freaking become? Like, you leave meme tokens to leverage trade meme tokens. Like, dude, that just tells you like how much of a degen mindset I have, right? And at the time I was trading Grok and Pepe too. So like I haven't really touched no meme token since on the DeFi space. Like, this is super degenerate. DeFi is super degenerate, but that's where all the money's made. I haven't touched this space in a cool minute. And the first time I touched it, which was a couple months ago, or actually a few days ago, literally 2 days ago, after a few months, since October, I stopped touching meme tokens like that because I got wrecked with, say, Ethereum and all these other freaking tokens. So it was for about, I would say 2 to 3 months almost, I stopped touching meme tokens on the DeFi space and I focused on leverage trading. And when I go back into touching meme tokens, I get wrecked. So just be careful, chat. As I say, depending on the time you're watching this live stream, you might make some money on these tokens, you might not. I don't really invest in these, as I mentioned. I just gave you a huge speech of why I'm not trading meme tokens I'm not focusing on trading meme tokens this year until we get meme coin season. And that's what I mentioned to everybody yesterday. It's typically when Bitcoin loses its dominance at 48%. And I'll show you that right now, right? But just know that all of these are high risk, high reward. A lot of money could be made, a lot of money could be lost. So only enter at your own risk. Glorb, dude, look at this, 114,000%, 1 million market cap. Like frick, dude. I need a play like this, dude. Like, what the heck? I need plays like this. Like, where are these plays when I enter the market? You know what I mean? Like, snapperoonies, bro. Like, you can't make this thing up. Autistic dragon. I can already tell you this thing's gonna do good, bro. Like, I already have a feeling this thing's gonna do good. Like, I don't know why. Like dumb things like this do good. There's this other token called like autistic something, and that thing pumped like crazy, bro. Crazy. So I think this thing might do numbers, low key. I feel like it might. This one I have a feeling, dude. I don't know why. Just because I've seen how these autistic tokens do, like that's what I'm saying. You have to understand it. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna check my wallet, see how much money I have. I know I just said I wouldn't throw any money, but dude, 68,000 market cap. This is not the bottom. It could be a good play. I'll just keep on watching this. I think I probably have like $10 in my Solana wallet now, bro. Like, literally, like let me check how much money on my Solana wallet that I have. But yeah, that one, you just have to have an eye for it, bro. I'm telling you. You have to have an eye for a lot of these tokens. It looks like this thing's about to reverse. It might even pump on freaking live, bro, because that thing always does that. Let's see what tokens are up for me. Oh, snap. I'm actually quite a bit. Oh snap, dude! I'm telling you, it's reversing. I'm just kidding. don't freaking buy it, dude. The degen in me wants to buy it, dude. I'm telling you. No, but literally, dude, I'm looking at my wallet right now. 98% freaking down, bro. You can't make this thing up. I put over freaking 4 SOL in this thing, and that thing is now worth $3 freaking dollars, bro. Like, you can't make this thing up. I got into KushCoin too, which I'm down actually 29%, which is $4. So I don't know, man. Maybe I sell $4 to get into this. The one token that did actually really good to me, shout out to Billy Blockchain, by the way, is Bird, bro. Like, this thing pumped a lot, man. This is the only token I'll probably say that it's worth throwing money into. Not financial advice, but it's this one right here. And this thing, it's because this thing has been freaking pumping like crazy. It says that it was just created a few days ago. I wonder if I got this thing airdropped, bro. Now that I think about it, it says it was created back on the 26th. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure Billy Blockchain gave me some of this money, dude. If I could recall, he probably gave me like $1 or something like this in this. Dude, this thing has been literally freaking pumping. Like literally like I'm checking my wallet right now. It says one bird. I'm up 1,000%, which is now worth $26. $26, bro. Like this thing probably had a penny, and it now is worth $26. I'm not sure if I got this thing airdropped. I'm not sure if I think Billy gave it to me. Honestly, I feel like Billy gave it to me. I'm gonna have to ask him and reach out to him. But dude, yeah, we'll see. I'll continue to diamond hands because $26 is not gonna be life changing for me. So maybe I'm the next freaking story that we see on freaking online, right? Where $40 of Sol turn into $16 million. Like maybe I'm that next story, right? If I am, chat, if I am that next story of like, you know, John turns $25 or 1 cent into $1 million, I'll make sure we'll go ahead and I'll get a freaking what should we do? A nice little vacation? I think that'd be sick, right? Like we all do like a meetup where we probably like, you know, rent out a freaking Airbnb and just freaking talk TA and party or something like that. I don't know, dude. but I would do that, dude. If I'm the next story, cross my fingers, chat. You know, that bird friggin' Prince. And if I make $1 million to $500,000, bro, everybody who's subscribed to the channel, we're gonna go onto a freaking trip, dude. It'd be cool. We'd be able to take a freaking a trip to Mars. That'd be quite cool, but quite scary, man. Suave, how's it going, my guy? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, my guy. Ah, dude, my freaking back. Ah, dude, my freaking... Dude, everything's literally snapping right now on me. But anyways, chat, you guys have any more questions for me? I want to go ahead and like kind of lay down a bit. Solana money is going to ICP. What is Solana money? Fire up. Let us know. Comment down below. If it's a smart contract, put it down below on the description or on the comment section right here or on the live stream comment. But yeah, any more comments, chat? Money, ICP is going up. Let me go ahead and end a stream with the Bitcoin dominance, right? Because I think this is very important. Like I completely almost forgot I was in live stream and I'm over here. It's because I'm getting texts from people and shit, dude. Market cap. Let's see. Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance. There you go. Plus, I also read the questions on my phone, by the way. So partially people are reaching out to me and partially this is the way I read my comments right now because I don't have my other monitor at my setup that I'm in today. So Bitcoin dominance, as I was talking about yesterday, I'm not sure if anybody got the chance to go ahead and watch the video, but I was talking about how typically, you know, Bitcoin dominance, as I've noticed, I've been analyzing this for 3 years, so just bear with me. As I mentioned, this is all brand new data to everybody, so it's not really a for sure, but this is what I've been witnessing is that if you go ahead and notice right here at Bitcoin dominance, typically around 48% is where Bitcoin dominance falls, and then that's when meme tokens usually take off, and that's currently where we've seen it. Like back in July, this is where Shiba pumped. Back in 2022, I can't remember what pumped around this time, but right here back in July of around 2023, so like around May towards June, before ends of June, this is where Pepe Pepe took off, dude. Like Pepe 2.0, that's when all these meme tokens were taking off. So this is already 3 years, if you want to go ahead and call it, of validation of information that we have right here, right? So now going on to, if you want to call it, the 4th year, once we see Bitcoin dominance fall below this 48.94%, and we start entering the 47.10% and lower, this is where typically a lot of new meme tokens come out. And this is where I tell a lot of people, it's like, I'm not going to be trading a lot of these meme tokens because meme coin season is not here yet, bro. Like Bitcoin dominance is still, you know, pretty high. It's at 51%. If we do continue to go ahead and dump, which ideally I believe 47% will be reached around usually. And towards the beginning of the year, we have altcoin season. So it's January, February, March, and April is where you want to be invested into like the midterm higher cap altcoins, where you have like your Solana, your Ethereum, or Cardano. All those tokens take off, right? And then after that, it's followed by meme tokens like we had last year with Pepe. So that means there's going to be a new Pepe. Who the heck knows what it is? Maybe it's butterfly freaking token next that someone's gonna love. I mean, literally yesterday was Barney token. That thing's worth over like 10 million market cap. Like, you just can't make any of this up, right? So we're gonna be seeing what the next hot token is, and once we enter this space where 47% dominance has reached in Bitcoin, dude, freaking money is gonna be printed out of freaking thin air. So like beginning of the year, we're going to be having a very bullish month overall, but I do expect Bitcoin dominance to go ahead and retrace, and we are going to have some sort of correction. So that's why I'm saying, like, don't focus too much on a lot of these meme tokens, because the meme coin season hasn't even started. Same thing with altcoin season. So the market hasn't even started, and this is where the fun freaking begins, bro. Like, I'm telling you, this is where the fun begins. But also, if you remember, what was the hot thing 2 years ago? The Dogecoin narrative. Elon Musk, SNL, is going to go to the moon. $10, bro. And guess what? Everybody bought the top and got wrecked. Got wrecked, bro. A lot of people got wrecked. And this is the reason why I'm telling you. Right now, we're getting the same narrative with Bonk. Oh, Bonk's going to the moon. 2 billion market cap. During a bear market, and then people get wrecked. You know what I mean? So we have to remember these narratives, and we have to remember that if you miss out on Dogecoin, Shiba, Bonk, there's going to be a next token, bro. You miss out on Pepe, don't worry. There's going to be a freaking next Pepe. It might not be a frog. It might be a rock. I don't know. Maybe a freaking an elephant, you know? People just have a thing with these animal tokens. But what I'm trying to say is that there's always going to be a next time. So if you made money, you lost money, dude, there's going to be a next time to make money. Trust me, there's going to be a lot of time to make money back again in this bull run that we're going into. So 2024 to 2025, I do expect inflation to get worse. I do expect the economy to get worse overall. We have the presidential election coming up in the US, which is going to affect the markets a lot. And we're going to see what Muppet gets chosen into office. And then we'll be able to go ahead and analyze where things go moving forward. But regardless of who gets elected or not, dude, the one thing that we could all go ahead and do that we have, I guess, somewhat of control, which we really don't, but at least we're aware of what's going on, is just looking at the DXY. As long as we continue to look at how the dollar moves, regardless of what anybody does in office, like, you don't have to listen to them, dude. Like, I listen to the FOMC meetings, and I'm like, dude, these guys are just full of it. Like, they're lying, talking about unemployment numbers came high. It's like, dude, where? I see hiring freaking signs everywhere. Like you could be lying to everybody, but like anybody with eyes knows it's not true. You know, oh, inflation came down, bro. Where? Like, inflation continues to go high, right? So like you're just like, if you have, you know, an open mindset and you actually understand like what's going on around you, you get to understand that a lot of the things that the Fed say are kind of BS just to make you feel better. But as long as you continue to look at the DXY, bro, like literally your hands are in front of you. You know almost like where the future's heading with the DXY. And this is the reason why the power of looking at the DXY, Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin, the Dow Jones, and NASDAQ, you're able to go ahead and capitalize on when one sort of move is going to happen, right? And obviously, you know, wars always pump the markets. A lot of people think it's the opposite. They're like, oh, wars is going to freaking, you know, the markets are going to get wrecked. It's like, no, wars make money. Wars are business, right? And that's what I want all of you to go ahead and understand. So expect bad news moving forward in the new year, but overall the market is going to be very, very bullish in my opinion, and we should continue to be overexposed at these zones right now at the market. So I hope all of you have a wonderful day today. Happy New Year's to all of you. I really appreciate all of you tuning in today. Over 22 watchers right now. Go ahead and smash that like button. We only have 15 likes. Come on, chat. 15 likes, 22 watchers. Go ahead and get us to 22 likes. happy New Year's to all of you. Really excited. Start writing down your goals for this year, and let's go ahead and make this money, right? That's what we're all here for. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are brand new to the channel,